Welcome in to Cavalier Field. It is the A's and Larks as we get ready to go. The first pitch in to the leadoff, Trent Baker. A 1-1 count to him. A 1-2 count. Baker grounds over to third. The throw across the diamond, not in time. Runner on, nobody out. And that will bring in the right fielder, Bryson Evans. Evans played in a courtesy runner role last night, did not see live action other than the runner. Shows bunt, pulls it back for strike number one. It is Matthew Sandoval getting the start on the mound for the Dodge City A's. Oh, 1 count, the throw back to first, not in time. A drive out into right field, and Williams there to haul that one in. One away for the Larks. Runner on first, and that will bring in Damian Ruiz. Called strike. Ruiz down in the count, 0-1. And another throw back to first. 0-1 count still to Ruiz. The throw down to second. Not in time, a 1-1 count against Ruiz. Runner on second, one away. 1-1 the count, and Gallion wants to have a quick conversation with the starter Sandoval. We'll get to the actual lineups here in just a little bit, but first we will go back to work with a 1-1 count. One and two, the count. One, two delivery. A fly ball will get down out in center field. The stop sign up at third. And Ruiz in going to second. It will be, give him credit, a single advancing on the throw. Tyler LaRue steps in to face Sandoval. Sandoval working from the first base side of the rubber. A ground ball just past Rivera. That will put runners on the corners, and the Larks strike first as Baker will come in to score. That will bring in John Sicoli. One away for the Larks, runners on the corners. At pitch, missing low, it makes it 1-0. Schneider there to haul that one in. The throw home, not even close. That will score Ruiz. The Larks leading this one 2-0. LaRue held up at first. 2 away for the Larks. That will bring in the designated hitter tonight, Brady Evans, and Hunter Fitzpatrick, the home plate umpire tonight, cleaning off the plate, and it is Jay Trosper in the field, commonly known as Radar, to the entire team. Pitch grounded at the shortstop. Rivera, throw to second for the force out. It will be a fielder's choice that will end the inning. The Larks score 2. We're headed to the bottom of the first, and we will be back with starting lineups here after this. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Juan Rivera set to lead off the bottom of the first for the Dodge City A's. He's out to face Cam Walton, getting the start tonight for the Hayes Larks. The first pitch to Rivera, catching the outer part of the zone for strike number 1. Rivera, a staple in the upper part of the lineup, fouls that one off, down in the count 0-2. The A's trying to avoid the series sweep here tonight after falling in run rule fashion to the Larks last night, 11-1 in 7 innings. 1-2 pitch coming to Rivera. Misses outside again, evens a count at 2 apiece. 2-2 delivery from Walton. Misses low, and Rivera working a full count in the first at bat he has here tonight. A ball on the outside gets Rivera looking, one away for the A's, and that will bring in Cooper Schneider. Schneider also a staple in the top of the lineup for the Dodge City A's, holding down center field in the majority of time that he has been in the lineup this year. First pitch to Schneider, inside, misses for ball number 1. One 0 delivery in. It will catch Schneider. Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. It's hard to get base runners that way, but at this point of the season, the A's will take base runners in any fashion that they can garner them.
Especially against the Hayes Larks as well. I mean, it was a little dry for us on the base pass last night. I'm not gonna lie.
It was. Brings in Jordan Gardner. Wow.
Nice.
Jordan Black.
Yes.
A pass ball that will get away from the catcher Ebbing. Will move Schneider over to second. One away, Jordan Black.
At least this time you got his first name right. Last night you called him Nolan Williams, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, we're not all perfect. I can't.
That's fair. That's fair.
A 1-0 count to Williams. The delivery misses outside, makes it ball number 2.
You know, I believe we've seen Cam Walton on the mound twice now. I think he's 2-0 against us. You know, Juan Rivera coming in, getting a full count, you know, even though I believe that was a ball. Maybe where we're sitting and look differently to where the umpire called it. I thought it was a ball. Big time, though, you know, watch getting pitches in, because I believe the last couple of times we've seen Cam on the mound, the game's gone by pretty quick.
Yep. A 2-1 count now after Black fouls that one off down the right field line and out of play. Walton looking in, has his sign and come set. Makes his little duck down move. The 2-1 delivery. Comes inside and misses for ball 3.
Seemed like there's a little talking going on between Cooper Schneider there and Cam Walton, and there was, and he goes for it.
A line drive back through the gap and a little pause move as Schneider was taking off all the way. Schneider comes around to score, and it is a 2-1 ball game, an RBI single by Jordan Black.
Looked like Cam on the mound was antagonizing Cooper Schneider to take third there, telling him to steal on him. Which, you know, it's some high school friends there. From what I've heard down the dugout, there's some high school friendship there. So probably just playing a little game with him, trying to get him to go.
Carter Olson up for the Dodge City A's. A ball delivered and the back pick down to first, not in time. 1-0 count to Olson. One count for Olson. That pitch taken for a strike gets Olson down in the count 1-2. One away for the Dodge City A's. Runner on first. One run scored. Walton makes his duck down move. The 1-2 delivery, a chopper up the line, called foul by the home plate umpire, and we'll do the 1-2 over again. Two to the count. A full count worked now.
Carter Olson being a nuisance to Cam Walton on the mound here, big time. To come back down from down 0-2 to 3-1 or 3-2 now. Like I said earlier, getting that pitch count to skyrocket, try to get the starter out of the game.
Olson foul tips that one that catches Ebbing in a not so nice area. Olson will stay alive in the 3-2 count. Payoff pitch again from Walton. Misses outside, and Olson will draw the walk, and that will put runners on first and second for the Dodge City A's to bring in Nolan Williams. First pitch in to Williams for strike number one. Fifth batter to come to the plate for the Dodge City A's this inning. Two runners on, one away, a 2-1 ball game. Williams will fly one out into left field that will get down, and it bounces, gets away from the left fielder, and the throw to third down the line just a little bit. Give Williams credit with an RBI double, and it is a tie ball game.
Got hit by a pitch there, Justin.
Gallion hit by pitch.
I know you're trying to keep track of the thing there. Just wanted to give you a little.
That will load the bases with one away, and Keith Harper out of the dugout for the Hayes Larks.
You know, the A's dugout didn't seem too happy. I don't think his pitching coach or his head coach is too happy right now with what he's seeing either. Especially after last night with, you know, some of those guys taking some of the people that we've hit by accident. They were taking a little hostile, kind of personal. And then, you know, last night with the two slides at home, you know, you never know. And then, of course, our catcher just now got hit again. I mean, I believe it's all innocent acts, of course, but just there's a lot of chirping going on down there when that happened.
Exactly. So after that mound visit is over, 2 runs have scored for the Dodge City A's. Brian Gardner at the plate for the A's, takes the first pitch. He sees inside for ball number 1.
You know, brought up the thing about the pitch, you know, having him work a lot in an inning with the pitches, which, you know, it's very big today as well because, I mean, I feel like this may have be the hottest day we've had here.
It was heat indexes well over 100 here today.
Just keeping him out there on that mound, just trying to work counts, make him very tired. I mean,
Gardner
take advantage of that.
fouls that one off, down in the count 1-2. One, two delivery coming to Gardner. Down the plate, missing low, makes it 2-2. Two delivery from Walton. Swung on and missed. Gardner down on strikes, 2 away with the bases loaded, and that will bring in Jordan Rodriguez. Rodriguez, the 8th batter of the inning to come to the plate, and it is almost like reverse roles. A flip script of last night, as it would be the Hayes Larks that would send all 9 to the plate in the home half of the first. Rodriguez fouls that one off, down in the count 0-1. One delivery, misses outside, evens a count at 1 apiece. A ground ball gets to the second baseman. They will flip to the shortstop covering second. That will end the inning. A tie ball game as the A's basically leave them loaded. We're headed to the top of the second, 2-2. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. A 1-1 count to Peyton Ebbing, leading off the top of the second. That pitch missing outside makes it 2-1. A ground ball to the shortstop Rivera. The throw to first across the diamond, not in time. Ebbing beating that one out. And just like the leadoff in the first, the speed of the Larks beating out throws. Runner aboard for the Larks. Brings in the shortstop Cash Benavidez.
Great play though by I guess today's shortstop Juan Rivera, who you normally see in the outfield or second base.
Pitch in to Benavidez for strike number 1. Ball down in the gap out in left center field. Back-to-back hits, 2 on for the Larks. Runners on first and second, nobody out. That will bring in Luis Garcia. One-0 count to Garcia. Garcia, the 9-hole hitter. Same in the game last night. Runners on first and second, nobody out. Shows bunt, goes up the line, and it will roll foul. Not sure if it was kicked back into play, but it was called foul.
Maybe touched foul. No, that was to make it fair. I don't know how I got into fair play there, Justin. I think maybe Carter or Alex may have tried to grab the foul, which killed the ball, and it probably just shot out into the fair ground.
A bunt laid down. Olsen will field it, throw to first. 1 away for the Larks. That will turn the lineup over to Trent Baker. Baker hit the single right at the third baseman his last time up. The first pitch to him, a high fly ball. Schneider tracking it. He'll have it. It will be a fly out, and the throw in. They throw to third. So the sac fly scores 1. Two away for the Larks. After the sac bunt moved runners over by Luis Garcia. That brings in Bryson Evans. Evans flew out to right his last time up. Pitch grounded to third. Throw to first will be in time. That will end the inning. And we are headed to the bottom of the second, a 3-2 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Matthew Sandoval showing bunt, pulls back, takes first pitch he sees for ball number 1. The 1-0 delivery missing on the outside makes it 2-0 to Sandoval. Two and one the count for the pitcher DH tonight for the Dodge City A's, Matthew Sandoval. Walton comes set. A grounder hit at the shortstop. The throw to first in time. One away for the Dodge City A's. We'll turn the lineup over back to Juan Rivera. Rivera would strike out looking his last time up. Pitch in for strike number 1. Oh, 2 count. Rivera fouls that one off and will do the 0-2 over again. One and two, the count to Rivera. A chopper missed by the third baseman as he was ranging on it. An infield hit for Juan Rivera. One aboard for the Dodge City A's. One away, and that brings in Cooper Schneider. Schneider was hit by pitch his last time up. A 1 count to Schneider. And Rivera takes off running. Rivera doing what he does on the base paths, Captain Thievery out there. An 0-2 count to Schneider, runner on second.
I would like to say that Juan's in somewhere in the 28, 29 ballpark range of stolen bases.
A high fly ball that heads out into left field. Not deep enough to allow advancement. 2 away for the Dodge City A's. That brings up Jordan Black. One count to Black. Runner on second. Walton has his sign and come set. The pitch. Black will swing through it. Down in the count, 1-2. A passed ball that will move Rivera over to third, a 2-2 count to Jordan Black. I said a pass ball. It was actually, should be a wild pitch. I think I said it wrong earlier, too. That one as well was a wild pitch earlier. 2-2 count. This is outside, a full count worked by Jordan Black. Runner on third with 2 away. Popped up, and it will fall foul into the, or next to the stands, actually. Ebbing was hot on the trail of that one, but won't come up with it as it's out of play. And Jordan Black will stay alive, will do the payoff over again. Cam Walton looking in, Ebbing getting set. Walton with the sign and come set. The payoff pitch over. Fouled off by Jordan Black. And Caden, we've talked about this before. The importance of working pitch counts. And Walton in the neighborhood of 50 pitches right now.
Yes. 47 to be exact with you is what I have at least. But, and 47 in 2 innings is a lot of pitches, especially in this early day or late to early day heat.
Exactly. That pitch missing outside. Black wins the battle. Runner aboard via the walk, and that will bring in Carter Olson.
Got that sun setting, so, and like you said, the heat index was well above 100, so I'll let people kind of guesstimate on what it's feeling like out there today. I will say it was hot. It's been hot today. Sort of in the ballpark of what I would think it would feel like yesterday as well. About 100 degrees.
One count to Olson. An unfortunate series of circumstances as that line drive up through the gap would have been trouble, but hitting Jordan Black is the ball, and that will end the inning. The A's strand 2. We're headed to the top of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Matthew Sandoval back on the mound for the Hayes Larks. The first pitch in to Damian Ruiz, missing for ball number 1, and Ruiz will ground that one right back at Sandoval. Throw to first in time, 1 away for the Hayes Larks. And that brings in Tyler LaRue. LaRue singled his last time up, 1 for 1 in this ball game. By the way, Cam Walton ended the last half inning with 55 pitches. Matthew Sandoval currently sitting at 26. A fly ball, and that one's headed out to right field. Nolan Williams right there to haul that one in. 2 away for the Larks. Two away, and that will bring in John Sicoli. Sicoli, a sac fly out to center field, his last time up. Larks scoring at 2 in the first, 1 in the second. The A's at 2 in the first, and stranding runners. The A's already stranding 5 in this ball game. An 0-1 count to Sicoli, as that pitch taken for strike number 2. An 0-2 delivery coming from Sandoval. Sicoli will swing at it. It'll be a drop, strike 3. The throw to first to complete the out in time. That will end the inning as the Larks go down 1, 2, 3. We're headed to the bottom of the third. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Nolan Williams stepping in for the Dodge City A's to lead off the bottom of the third. He will face Cam Walton out for his third inning of work. Williams takes the first pitch he sees, fouls it off, down in the count 0-1. Nolan Williams batting at .227 on the season for the Dodge City A's, and ebbing a little slow to get up after that one. Oh, and 2 the count now to Williams after he would swing and miss at that one. Pitch missing makes it 1-2. Pitch is fouled off. The Larks come into today's contest 22-4 overall. And your A's 12-14. That pitch fouled off as well. And Nolan Williams and the Dodge City A's continuing to work pitch count against Cam Walton. 1-2 delivery. It'll be swung on and missed, and Williams will go down on strikes. One away for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Alex Gallion. Gallion started in the field last night, or on the infield, would come in to take over the catcher's position after the injury to...
Oh, he is mad. That's the second one that he's been hit by.
Whoa. So let me finish what I was talking about. The injury to Rudy Gonzalez, he would come in and take over the catcher's position, and comes in to at bat right now, was hit by pitch his first time up. And the first pitch right there, where is it? Right square in the hip. Hit by pitch back-to-back times. Alex Gallion on base for your Dodge City A's with one away. And that pitch missing outside to Brian Gardner. Gardner would strike out swinging his last time up. That one missing as well, moves the count to 2-0.
You know, Justin, I don't think it was on purpose, of course. I mean, Cam,
Not at all.
Cam seems to have a little bit of trouble right now with his location on the mound throughout the first, two innings that we've already gone through.
Gardner fouls that one. It will go down the third base line, but it hit in the batter's box to go foul. 2-1 the count for Brian Gardner. Walton with his duck down move. The 2-1 delivery fouled off. The A's continuing to just show a hitting barrage against the Larks pitcher. 2-2 delivery coming from Walton. A fly ball that's headed out towards center field. It will be trouble, but Trent Baker there to haul that one in, 2 away. That will bring up Jordan Rodriguez. Rodriguez, a fielder's choice that ended the inning.
God, it seems like we're having a courtesy come in for catcher Alex Gallion.
And now the A's will elect to put a courtesy runner on, and it will be Bryson Adair.
Yeah, if I was AG after getting hit in the hip like that, I wouldn't want to run either. Especially if I have to go catch the bottom half.
A high pop-up on the infield. Second baseman Luis Garcia calling everybody off. He's got it. And that will end the inning for the Dodge City A's. It is a 3-2 ball game. We're headed to the top of the fourth. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Stepping in to lead off the fourth, it is Brady Evans. Evans, the catcher last night, getting the half night off here for the Larks, serving as the DH. Evans showing bunt, and that pitch comes in and bounces off of Gallion's leg. 1-0 the count for Evans.
I'm glad you could see that, Justin, because I thought it went off his bat, and I was so confused there.
Pitch fouled off. That one off of his bat.
Aha, you got me there, Justin. I can see that one, though. I can see that one.
Just making sure you're not asleep over there.
Of course not. Of course not.
Justin Hergert joined alongside Caden Norman. A 1-1 count. We've worked our way into the top of the fourth, and we have not even eclipsed the hour mark yet here at Cavalier Field. A fly ball headed down the left field line. Drops foul. Will get Evans down in the count 1-2.
It's nice to be in the fourth inning before the hour's up, instead of being still in the first.
Right. Brady Evans down on strikes, and that will bring in the catcher, Peyton Ebbing. Ebbing will take the first pitch, missing outside for ball number one. Ebbing is single, his last time up. As Matthew Sandoval working his fourth inning of work for the Dodge City A's. A pitch missing low makes it 2-0 to Ebbing. That pitch called strike moves the count to 2-1 against the catcher Ebbing. Matthew Sandoval making his ninth appearance on the mound for the Dodge City A's, his third start, a 1-1 record overall, has pitched 21 innings and a fly ball that will go out of play. That will move the count to 2-2. Matthew Sandoval has allowed 25 hits on 10 runs, only 8 of them earned, walked 7, struck out 16, hit 1, a 3.429 ERA in the season for the Dodge City A's. That pitch grounded to the first baseman Olsen. It will be just out of his reach. And a one-out single for the Hayes Larks. That will bring in Benavidez. Benavidez singled up the middle his last time up. And the Hayes Larks working their second trip through the batting order. One away with runner on. The first pitch fouled off. Down in the count, 0-1 is Benavidez. So the Dodge City A's will play here tonight. Will be off Thursday and Friday before welcoming the Liberal BJs to Cavalier Field on Saturday. That pitch low bounces off of Gallion. I'm going to have to call that one a pass ball.
I'll agree. I mean, you could say, oh, he threw it in the dirt, bounced, but I feel like Alex could have blocked that ball.
A 1-1 count to Cash Benavidez. Matthew Sandoval steps back on. The Dodge City A's tonight, white pants, yellow tops, green numerals outlined in white, and green caps. The pitch comes in and misses for a 2-1 count.
I feel like we should explain why we say it's a pass ball or a wild pitch, so for people that are listening to understand.
So a wild pitch is a pitch that is credited against the pitcher that usually allows movement on the base paths. That pitch in missing as well makes it 3-1. A passed ball, again, allows movement on the base paths, but is a ball that should have been blocked or stopped by the catcher.
Yes. Because not every pitch the pitcher throws, he wants it to be in the zone. So
Yeah. That pitch driven out into left field, and 1 run will score, an stand-up RBI double for Cash Benavidez. And it was Tyler Schott that was on the base paths. Pitch called strike to Luis Garcia, and Garcia laid down the sacrifice bunt his last time up. 0-1 count, 1 away, runner on second. That pitch bounced in the turf ahead of home plate. 1-1. Matthew Sandoval, his last appearance came on July the 10th. That one against the Rough Riders. Actually, that was a batting. A little more difficult when you have players that are two-way.
I think it's the 9th was his last appearance.
A 2-1 count. That one missing low, runs it to 3-1. His last pitching performance came on the 10th. 2/3 of an inning outing.
That's right, came in relief. Yes.
Gave up 1 hit in that time. Before that, he pitched against the Plainsmen. That back on July the 7th. A 5-inning outing for him was his start. Took the loss in that game. A high fly ball, Gardner tracking it, and it is over the left field wall. And that will be a 2-run shot. A mound visit coming from Coach Esteban Cardoza, and not sure that the night will be over for Matthew Sandoval. They're going to talk things over. And after the 2-run shot over the left field wall, the A's trailing this one 6-2. So we will go back to work after the mound visit is over. Trent Baker at the plate for the Hayes Larks as they turn the lineup over. Baker will ground that one to the shortstop, throw to first, not in time, and the speed of Baker again beating out an infield hit. Baker a single and a sac fly, and again with another single. That will be the next batter, Bryson Evans. Evans 0 for 2, a fly out and a ground out for him. One out, one on for Evans. He takes that pitch inside for ball number 1. It looks like work starting outside of the A's dugout. Caden Blair possibly starting to warm up. A 1-1 count to Bryson Evans. Sandoval comes set. The 1-1 delivery. Evans checks his swing. Called strike anyway. Down in the count, 1-2. 1 out, 1 on. The Larks have scored 3 here in the top of the 4th to lead this one 6-2. The throw back to first, not in time. And work beginning in the Larks bullpen as well.
I believe we're going to see new pitchers upcoming inning from the Larks.
Looks like Caleb Meredith out in the bullpen for the Larks. And a stolen base, but Evans will go down swinging. 2 away for the Larks. And that brings in Damian Ruiz. Ruiz a single and a ground out in this game. That pitch grounded at the shortstop. Rivera throw to first.
What a play.
In time. I was looking for the indication from Jay Trosper. Didn't see it, but must have made the call. That will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Sandoval leading off the bottom of the 4th. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. And that one missing makes it 2-0. Sandoval grounded out his last time up. Matthew Sandoval, the 9-hole hitter, pitcher, DH in this ball game. A swing and a miss moves the count to 2-1. Pitch called strike, evens the count at 2 apiece. Three and 2 the count to Sandoval. And that pitch missing Runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will turn the lineup over. So that will turn the lineup over to Juan Rivera. Rivera singled his last time up. Takes the first pitch. He sees for ball number 1. Runner on, nobody out, and that pitch fouled off. And the Gehring Pioneers, in one of the most lopsided games I've seen this season, Pios beating the Denver Cougars 23-6. Sandoval stealing second, 2-1, the count. Two now to Rivera. And in other news around the league, the BJs dropping a hard one tonight, 9-12 against the Colorado Rough Riders. Pitch fouled off. We will do the 2-2 over again. Nobody out, runner in scoring position for the Dodge City A's. And the A's trailing this one 6-2. Rivera fouls that one off. Two count to Rivera. The pitch. A fly ball that's headed out towards center field. It could not drop. And that will double off Sandoval as well.
Can't blame Matthew Sandoval there for taking off on that ball.
Oh, no. I mean,
Definitely
doing what he's supposed to do. It's just an unfortunate series of circumstances. And another hit by pitch is that will plunk Cooper Schneider. And Schneider wearing several in the last couple of days.
I think that's Cooper's second one of the night as well.
It is his second. He led off the game with a hit by pitch and was hit by pitch there. Runner on first, 2 away. The first pitch in to Jordan Black, missing for ball number 1. Cam Walton still on the mound for the Hayes Larks, and Black will foul that one off. Evens a count at 1 apiece. Black takes a step out of the box and steps back in. 1-1 delivery coming from Walton. He comes set. The pitch well outside. Didn't even hit the opposite batter's box. Moves the count to 2-1. Schneider moving over to second on that very errant, very wild pitch. And that pitch called strike, evens a count at 2 apiece. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces wild across the top of the scoreboard here at Cavalier Field. That pitch into the opposite batter's box, and Jordan Black working a full count against Cam Walton. Cam Walton with 86 pitches in this ball game, and you have to start questioning just how far the Larks are going to let Walton go. A high fly ball that will be well out of play, and we will do the payoff over again. Payoff pitch over. Grounded up the third base side, and Coach Esteban Cardoza trying to make a play on it. Not able to haul it in. It is Cardoza on the third base coaching box tonight, not assistant coach Colby DeVille. So we will do the payoff over again. The pitch fouled off, this time over to the third base or first base dugout. Jordan Black staying alive. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming to Jordan Black. Walton comes set, makes his little duck down move. The pitch missing low and outside. Jordan Black drawing a walk. Runners on first and second with 2 away. The A's not adversary to doing damage with 2 outs, and that's going to bring up a pitching visit from Coach Keith Harper. And you have to wonder right now at 89 pitches if the night might be done for Cam Walton. I would reason not at this point, as it would be Frank Leo probably making the pitching change. This more probably a visit to see if they can get Walton out of this inning. A 6-2 lead for the Hayes Larks. The Larks with 6 runs on 9 hits, no errors. Your Dodge City A's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors as well. The Larks have stranded 3, the A's 6. That might be an important figure as we get into the later innings of this ball game. Carter Olson stepping in for the Dodge City A's. Olson out on runner's interference. His last time up is the pitch that he hit grounded right at the runner Jordan Black that pegged Black in the leg. And he will take the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Olson 0 for 1 in this ball game. A walk and out on interference. That pitch swung on and missed. Olson down in the count 0-2. We've worked our way into the bottom of the 4th on a very hot and humid day here in Dodge City. 0-2 delivery from Walton. Pitch fouled off. Will go back over the clubhouse. We'll do the 0-2 over again. Since we didn't do it at the opening part of the broadcast. Currently still at 8:20 in the evening, 90 degrees, feels like 100 here in Dodge City. Winds blowing out of the southeast. Pitch fouled off. Back-to-back foul balls. We'll do the 0-2 again. Walton has his sign come set. The delivery, a chopper that goes up, fielded by the second baseman, will flip to first in time. That will end the inning. The A's add 2 more to their stranded total. We're headed to the top of the 5th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Matthew Sandoval going out to work his 5th inning of work for the Dodge City A's. He will face LaRue, Sicoli, and Evans. One count to Tyler LaRue. The pitch swung on and missed. That will get LaRue down in the count 1-2. He is at 1 for 2 in this ball game. A single and a fly out. One-two delivery from Sandoval. That pitch missing out makes it 2-2. Sandoval working on matching his season high for the Dodge City A's. His high against the Plainmen, the 5-inning outing that was the game start, taking the loss back on July the 7th. His other longest outing coming on June the 28th, a 4-inning outing that came in North Platte. So that pitch is fouled off as well. Sandoval would get the start in that game. Would go 4 innings, walk 1, and strike out 5. 2-2 count to Tyler LaRue. LaRue getting set for the 7th pitch of this at bat. Matthew Sandoval with 60 pitches so far in this ball game. That pitch missing down low. A full count worked by LaRue Lights coming on here at Cavalier Field. The payoff pitch fouled off into the third base bullpen area. We'll do the payoff over again. Pitch, it will be swung on and missed. LaRue will go down on strikes, one away for the Larks here in the top of the fifth. Sicoli in to face Matthew Sandoval, a sac fly and a dropped third strike. That pitch in missing for ball number 1. One 1-0 delivery from Sandoval. It comes in, gathers the inner part of the strike zone. Evens a count at 1 apiece. To Sicoli, that coming in on the inner edge as well, but missing. 2-1 for Sicoli. Two 2-1 pitch on the outer edge, called strike, evens a count at 2 apiece. Sicoli in last night's ball game, 1 run, 1 hit, drove in 1, and walked twice. A grounder fielded by Rivera, throw to first in time, and that will be 2 away. That will bring up Brady Evans. Evans, the DH for the Hayes Larks tonight. 0 for 2 in this ball game. Struck out looking. His last time up. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Sandoval comes set and fires. That one fouled off up the third base side. That will even the count at 1 apiece. The Hayes Larks overall on the season, as that pitch is fouled off, the Larks overall as a staff batting .317 with a .445 on-base percentage and a .524 slugging percentage for the Larks. 1-2 the count to Evans. The pitch comes in side and low, evens a count at 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 2-2 delivery. Sandoval kicks, misses inside. A full count worked by Brady Evans. Evans, who is batting .333 on the season, a .604 on-base percentage for him. That ball is grounded to the third baseman. Black throw to first in time. The Larks will go down 1-2-3 for the second time in this ball game, and the A's are headed to the bottom of the 5th, trailing 6-2. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. Caleb Meredith taking over the mound for the Hayes Larks as we short break this one. Take this opportunity. We're going to thank our Grand Slam sponsors, the City of Dodge City and Ford County, Community Foundation of Southwest Kansas, Curbs Law Office, Lewis Automotive Group, and McDonald's Keel Enterprises, LLC. We thank you for your sponsorship and support of Dodge City A's baseball. So the night for Cam Walton is done. As Walton will be facing Williams, Gallion, and Gardner, or not Walton. Caleb Meredith will be facing those three. Cam Walton against the Dodge City A's. He will go 4 innings today. On the summer, has pitched 11 innings against the Dodge City A's. Faced 54 batters, 5 earned runs, a 4.09 ERA, struck out 16, 9 hits, walked 7. And the first pitch by Nolan Williams from Caleb Meredith fouled off for strike number 1. A high fly ball that's headed down into left field and over the wall. Finally making the call, a home run, and sorry for the anticlimactic call on that one. But clearing the left field wall at about 335 feet, a home run for Nolan Williams, a solo shot, and
not what you're going to see on your second pitch of the game.
I know it's not an excuse, but the sun was in my eyes on that one. I did not see it. The pitch is grounded to the third baseman. The throw to first is errant. Alex Gallion on via an error.
Believe what you just said with it being hard to see the sun over there. I think the first baseman for the Larks would just agree with you just right about now with missing that catch. I don't think he could have seen it either. We had this problem I think about a week or 2 ago as well.
So the sun shining very brightly here in the press box at Cavalier Field. That will bring in Brian Gardner. 1 run has scored, runner on second, nobody out. Gardner in to face Caleb Meredith, and the night not getting started the way Meredith would have hoped here. The throw back to first is they're going to try to say that Gallion might have missed first, called safe. Tyler Schott adamant that Gallion missed it, but not the case, and it will actually be Bryson Adair on to be a courtesy runner for the catcher Gallion. The first pitch in to Gardner. Gardner 0 for 2 in this ball game. Flew out his last time up. Misses for ball number 1. One 0 delivery coming from Meredith. That one popped up the elevator chute on the infield. The first baseman, Sicoli, tracking it. He's got it. Out number 1 for the Dodge City A's. And Bryson Adair will be held up at second, and that will bring in Jordan Rodriguez. Rodriguez 0 for 2, a fielder's choice and a flyout in this ball game. Fouls off the first pitch he sees. Rodriguez down in the count, 0-1. Meredith working from the third base side of the rubber, throws in, misses inside, evens a count at 1 apiece to Rodriguez. The A's trying to avoid the series sweep with a win here tonight. The Larks leading the conference series 3-0. A swing and a miss, 1-2 the count to Jordan Rodriguez. The A's split the non-conference series against the Hayes Larks, that coming earlier in June. Rodriguez fouls that one off, and that ball was moving off the bat of Rodriguez.
We talked about on the, I think the 4th of July actually, that game we talked about it. J-Rod, he's earned his way into the lineup as we talked about. You know, he's been hitting really well lately.
Indeed. Rodriguez grounds out, but Adair takes off to third. That will bring in the 9-hole hitter, pitcher, and DH, Matthew Sandoval. Sandoval 0 for 1, a ground out and a walk in the ball game. First pitch he will see from Meredith. It misses outside in the opposite batter's box for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch, it will be a fly ball, and the left fielder, Ruiz, hauling that one in. The A's strand another one, trail this one 6-3 as we head to the top of the 6th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. "90 degrees feels like 101. They feels like actually increasing here in Dodge City at 8:40 at night, as this game approaching the hour 40 mark as we headed into the top of the 6th. Matthew Sandoval back out to work his now longest outing. If he can get even an out in this one, it will be his longest, as his previous high 5 innings. Let's take a look at the defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's. From left to right around the outfield, it is Brian Gardner, Cooper Schneider, and Nolan Williams. From third to first across the infield, Jordan Black, Juan Rivera, Jordan Rodriguez, and Carter Olson. It is Alex Gallion, the battery mate, behind the plate to Matthew Sandoval, who got the start for your Dodge City A's here tonight. He will get ready to face the catcher for the Hayes Larks, Peyton Ebbing. Ebbing on a tear, 2 for 2 in this ball game. Both singles, one to the left and one to the right. The first pitch to Ebbing, high and outside for ball 1. Matthew Sandoval with his tap, throws in, misses low and outside, makes it 2-0. 2-0 delivery. Sandoval having a tempo pace That one missing high makes it 3-0. .30 pitch comes inside. Looked like a bit of a slider across the zone. 3-1. Ebbing will draw a walk, and they are going to put Tyler Schott on as the courtesy runner. That will bring in Cash Benavidez. Benavidez also having a night 2 for 2, a single and a double as we get ready for work. And Sandoval, I don't know if he was trading a ball or looking at something on a ball. We will go to work. Nobody out, one runner on for the Larks after the leadoff walk. And that pitch fouled off back in over the press box. Moves the count to 0-1 against Benavidez. Benavidez in last night's game against the Dodge City A's struck out 4 times, had the golden sombrero of strikeouts. Pitch misses, evens a count at 1 apiece. Shot takes off, a pitch low, misses. The throw down to first, just not in time. 2-1, the count now to Benavidez. Runner on second for the Larks, nobody out. The 2-1 delivery coming from Sandoval. Comes set, has his pitch, looks back at second. The throw in, not sure where that one missed. Probably a little low.
I think he missed down the middle there.
Right down the middle, actually.
Yeah. I didn't think that was a ball either right there, but okay.
Either way, runners on first and second. Nobody out. Luis Garcia at the plate, 1 for 1. Hit the home run his last time up. The infield drawn in, well, the corners are drawn in, I should say, as Garcia shows bunt. And
again, I don't know about that one either. Call that one a ball?
The corners drawn in again. Shows bunt, pops it up to Sandoval, the throw back to second. Not in time. Garcia out, runners on first and second. And that was a perfectly placed soft pop-up by Garcia for Sandoval to get the first out of the inning. The first pitch to Trent Baker. Baker 2 for 2, 2 singles and a sac fly. Takes the first pitch he sees for strike number 1. Sandoval comes set. 0-1 delivery coming. Looks back at second. A fly ball headed out towards right field. Williams camping underneath it. Starts to run in a little bit. Has it for out number 2 and nowhere near deep enough to be a sac fly and advance the runners. The runners held at second and third, and 2 away now for the Larks. Matthew Sandoval officially his longest outing, for the Dodge City A's this summer, officially right now at 5 2/3 innings. There is work down in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. The first pitch in to Bryson Evans. Evans 0 for 3 with a strikeout his last time up. The pitch misses for ball number 1. Sandoval looks in, waiting for his sign. He's got it, comes set. Takes a look back at second. Nobody covering the base. The 1-0 pitch inside misses low. Moves the count 2-0 against Bryson Evans. 2-0 count. Sandoval comes set. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Evans grounds that one foul up the third base side. Down or in the count now at 2 and 1.
Yeah.
2 and 1.
I'm here for moral support, Justin. I got you. I got your back. Don't worry.
I might need an emotional support animal up here before too long.
Hey, I wouldn't mind having one of them up here either.
I mean, they have Beatrice at North Platte.
They do. Yes, they do.
That pitch grounded to the shortstop Rivera. Throw to first across the diamond in time. Olsen digging that one out. And the A's get out of that one. Larks strand 2. We're headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. The short night for Caleb Meredith is done. Dane Pengelly taking over the mound for the Hayes Larks. Take this opportunity to look at the defensive alignment for the Larks, as it is Damian Ruiz, Trent Baker, and Bryson Evans around the outfield from left to right. On the infield from third to first, it is Tyler LaRue, Cash Benavidez, Luis Garcia, and John Sicoli. Peyton Ebbing, the battery mate now to Dane Pengelly. 0-2 after a strike and foul ball. and make it 1-2 to Juan Rivera. Rivera, the leadoff hitter, one-hole hitter for the Dodge City A's. A strikeout, single, and flyout for him in this ball game. Pitch was fouled off. We'll do the 1-2 over again from Pengelly. The pitch grounded at the third baseman LaRue. The throw to first not in time as it pulled Sicoli up into the air.
I'm calling that one a hit. I don't think it pulled him off. I think it was just sped up throw.
Well, it was a bad throw by LaRue. I'm kind of in agreement with you. I'm tempted to call it a hit because of the speed of Rivera.
He was down that line.
The scoreboard calls it an error.
What do you want to call it? I wouldn't call it a hit. It's a hit. It's a hit.
Our PA guy very adamant that that's an error. A grounder up the middle that will get Rivera out. The fielder's choice from Cooper Schneider.
I feel like we should just. Are we gonna give into the scoreboard, or are we gonna have our own hearts on that call there, Justin?
I want to call it a hit. I really, really do because of the speed of Juan Rivera. The throw was high. It did get Sicoli off the base. That's why I'm going to go with an error.
Okay, that's fair. It looked bang bang to me, and
It was very much bang bang, but the throw was high that got Sicoli up off of the bag.
That's fair.
The fielder's choice, or actually a double play, that will get the inning ending in, and Schneider hurt as he was attempting to slide into second. He's up walking now. The inning-ending double play, and we're headed to the bottom of the sixth, or top of the seventh, actually. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Damian Ruiz leading off the 7th inning. Matthew Sandoval out to work, a 3-1 count. And Ruiz will draw the walk. Runner aboard with nobody out. And that will bring in Tyler LaRue. LaRue 1 for 3, a single, a flyout, and a strikeout in this ball game. And Sandoval by far his longest outing for the Dodge City A's, and a bad throw by Sandoval. Damian Ruiz hitting the stop sign at third and completely ran past the stop sign of his coach. So Ruiz goes first to third on the throwing error by Matthew Sandoval. The first pitch in to Tyler LaRue. It will be fouled off. And LaRue down in the count 0-1. The A's trying to claw their way into this one. Scored 2 in the first to tie the ball game at 2-all. The Larks would go on to score 1 in the second and 3 in the fourth to make it a 6-2 ball game at the time. The A's plating 1 in the bottom of the fifth, made it 6-3. 1-1 pitch. Bounces off the shin guards of Gallion. That ball falling right in front of the dugout. A wild pitch that scores Damian Ruiz to give the Larks a 7-3 lead. Coming into tonight's contest, let's take a look at the league standings. Since this is a league contest, a 2-2 count. And LaRue caught looking, one away with nobody on. Looking around at the Rocky Mountain League, it is these Hayes Larks in first place at 12-2 overall. The Liberal BJs following right behind at 11-2, just half a game back, but did drop the game tonight against the Colorado Rough Riders. That pitch fouled off, falling out of play outside the fence for strike number 1. So the Denver Cougars in third at 11-9, 4 games out of first. Game Day Angels coming in at 6-7, 5.5 games back. And your Dodge City A's 6-8, 6 games back, in danger of falling even farther back here tonight with the loss to the Hayes Larks. That pitch missing low makes it 1-1. The Cage Rats coming in at 5-11, 8 games back, and the Rough Riders in the basement at 5-17, 11 games out of first place. A chopper back up the middle that bounces off the glove of Rodriguez. Sicoli rounding first, will retreat back, and infield single for Sicoli.
So it would be 100 pitches flat for Matthew Sandoval, so I'm thinking we're going to see the ball get taken here.
Coach Cardoza out of the dugout, and Caden Blair walking towards the infield. And there is the official signal. Blair will take over the mound for the Dodge City A's. The night for Matthew Sandoval is done. Sandoval reaching a career high tonight here for the Dodge City A's, doing it against these Hayes Larks. Throws 105 pitches. He's responsible for 7 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors, and the Larks have stranded 5 so far. We will get you his full stats as we come back and take a look at Caden Blair taking over the mound in the top of the 7th. It is a 7-3 ball game. You've been listening to Dodge City A's baseball. The first pitch in to Brady Evans, the first pitcher against Caden Blair. Called strike. That pitch fouled off. Down in the count, 0-2 is Evans.
Last time we saw Caden Blair, he did a heck of a job on the mound, you know, going 7 full innings against the Plainsmen's, North Platte Plainsmen. It's really impressive to watch, really nice to watch.
Matthew Sandoval officially will go 6 1/3, faces 32 batters, allows 7 runs on 105 pitches, all 7 of those earned, strikes out 5, allows 10 hits on 3 walks, and no hit batters. A 1-2 count. And that ball cranked out into left field. And finally making the call, 1 away, or 2 away. Ebbing drives that one out into right field. Williams up with it quickly. Runners on first and second for the Larks. First pitch in to Benavidez, called strike. 2 for 2 in this ball game. a single, a double, and a walk to Benavidez. Runners on first and second. The courtesy runner on for the Larks. Tyler Schott. A 1-1 count. Blair comes set. Delivers high inside. That will move the count to 2-1. Two one pitch, missing high to the outside now. 3-1. Runners on first and second, 2 away. The Larks lead this one 7-3. And that pitch fouled off. Benavidez working a full count against the new pitcher, Caden Blair. Blair steps off, steps back on the rubber, working from the first base side. Has his sign and comes set. Payoff pitch. See, runners go, and it misses for a walk. Bases loaded with Hayes Larks, and that will bring in the 9-hole hitter, Luis Garcia. Garcia 1 for 2 in this ball game. Flew out his last time up. The 9-hole hitter Garcia at the plate now for the Larks, as the Larks completing their 4th trip through the batting order. That pitch in called strike has Garcia down in the count 0-1. Dodge City A's and Hayes Larks here at Cavalier Field, and a chopper back up the middle, cut off by Rodriguez, and now the throw home and called out and shot apoplectic at that call. Not happy at all with home plate umpire Hunter Fitzgerald, and the entire Hayes dugout, coaches, everybody, not happy with that call. I personally think it's the right call.
I definitely think it's the right call. He's arguing for no reason. His foot was nowhere near the plate by the time he got tagged.
Yep. 1 run scores, but that will end the inning. We're headed to the bottom of the 7th. It is stretch time in Dodge City. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Carter Olson will step in, and just so we can clarify, the out at the end of the top of the 7th inning, it was a 4-6-2 tag out at home plate. The first pitch in to Carter Olson from Dane Pengelly. It misses for ball number 1. Olson 0 for 2, a walk out on interference as that a pitch was driven into the gap, unfortunately off the leg of Jordan Black, and then grounded out his last time up. A chopper up the middle and throw to first in time, and It looked like Pengelly might have had a glove on that one and deflected it up. So technically that's a 1-6-3 putout.
Took some velo off of that ground ball over his head. Gave his shortstop there a chance to get Carter out at first. And that was honestly, that was a fantastic pick by the first baseman over there.
So that went away, and that will bring in Nolan Williams. Williams 2 for 3, another home run, his second of the season for the Dodge City A's earlier this evening. A no-doubter over the left field wall that was actually blocked from my view by the sun. Swings through the first pitch he sees, takes that one for strike number 2. And quickly, Williams down in the count, 0-2. Pengelly set, delivers the 0-2, fouled off by Williams. Nolan Williams quickly becoming one of my favorites to watch on the team. As his batting approach, he goes out there and gives it his all every time he's at the plate.
Yes. You know, they tell you not to show any emotions, you know, or be stone cold in baseball, but really he wears his heart on his sleeve at the plate. You know, he loves hitting. He's a guy that you want in the lineup at all times, and when he is out of lineup, you feel like you're missing something. Not saying that he can't be replaced by some of the guys on our team. You know, not saying that he is replaceable either, but he is a great competitor when it comes to hitting, and we love having him on the team here.
Indeed, and defensively he's a weapon out in the outfield, making a couple of diving stops. Made one even here tonight. And then you have Alex Gallion at the plate, 1 for 1, or 1-1 count right now, 0 for 1 in the ball game. Hit by pitch, an error. And that pitch, chopped foul, will be down in the count, 1-2. Alex Gallion, another one of those guys that he gives it his all.
Yes.
And again, another one of those guys that you want at the plate in clutch situations.
Yes.
At pitch.
Good old classic AG right there.
The classic AG flying bat.
Yep. The flying batsman right there.
Pitch is fouled off.
Haven't heard that nickname in a while, have we?
We have not heard from the flying batsman, but making a reappearance right there, 1-2, the count as Gallion chops that one back up the middle. The shortstop fielding it. Benavidez throws to first, gets the out. That will end the inning as the A's go down. And we're headed to the top of the 8th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Dodge City A's Baseball coming to you live from Cavalier Field as the A's trail this one 8-3. Game 4 of the 4-game series in Rocky Mountain League play between the Hayes Larks and your Dodge City A's. It is the A's trailing this one 8-3. Caden Blair back out after taking over for Matthew Sandoval in the top of the 7th. For those of you joining in, the Larks would lead off this ball game with 2 in the opening frame, would score 1 in the second, 3 in the fourth, and now 2 in the seventh. Your A's scoring 2 in the first and 1 in the fifth to make it the 8-3 ball game that it is. The A's looking for a win here tonight to avoid the series sweep by the Hayes Larks. And it is worth noting the Hayes Larks already a guaranteed participant in the NBC World Series after their second place finish last year in the World Series there. The A's vying for a spot in the NBC World Series. Those hopes holding by a thread. First pitch to Trent Baker. Baker 2 for 3 in this ball game. Fouls it off down the third base side. Down in the count 0-1. Blair comes set. 0-1 delivery. That pitch fouled off down the right field line. So Baker covering everything but fair territory here.
Let's hope he hits one up the middle. That's to our little center fielder over there, Cooper Schneider.
Yeah, well, let's put one on the screws right up the middle, and that one.
Or just watch it, yeah.
Just watch it come in, and Baker not happy, mouthing a few things back at home plate umpire Hunter Fitzgerald. 1 away for the Larks. And that will bring in Bryson Evans. Evans 0 for 4 after having a night last night, not having a night here at Cavalier Field. Evans shows bunt, goes up the third base line, and nobody has a play on it as Jordan Black, not even close to being able to make a play. Runner on and nobody out. Actually, 1 away, sorry. That brings in Damian Ruiz. Ruiz 1 for 3 in this ball game. A single, a ground out, and a walk. And it is the speed of Ruiz that would benefit from the throwing error from Matthew Sandoval in the last frame. 1-0 count to Ruiz. The pitch outside and a high throw that gets out into center field as Evans stealing the throw to third. Just not in time as it scoots away from Jordan Black. Runner on third with 1 away.
We'll blame that one on AG's eye injury that he got last night.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah, he's something going on in his eye. Probably, couldn't see second base too well. Probably saw it a little up more than he thought it was.
Another error by the Dodge City A's. That one a throwing error by your catcher, Gallion. Runner on third, a 2-1 count now to Ruiz. Blair comes set. 2-1 delivery. That one missing low, moves it to 3-1. Three-one pitch, missing off the outside edge. Ruiz will draw the walk, and that will bring in Tyler LaRue, 1 for 4 on the evening. LaRue got caught looking his last time up.
I believe it's Tyler LaRue's birthday today too. If we can remember from last night.
We do remember that from last night. Runners take off. A swing and a miss has LaRue down in the count 0-1. And both runners in scoring position with just 1 away. Black comes in on the edge, and a line drive right by him will score 1, puts runners on the corners with 1 away. 9-3 Larks, one away here in the top of the 8th. And unfortunately, the RR starting to come into the back of your mind. RR meaning run rule.
I knew what it meant, Justin. I knew what it meant. I don't know. I believe.
We're not there yet.
Yeah.
At a 9-3 ball game, we still have 4 runs to go. But Sokoli fouls that one off. Sokoli 1 for 3. Sac fly, a drop third strike, a ground out, and a single. Runners on the corners for the Hayes Larks with 1 away. We still have a ways to go. And especially with the speed of Ruiz on at third. And a fly ball, if that one drops, it's trouble. It will drop foul for strike number 2.
You know, I really not really worried about the RR until they get about 8 runs ahead, 9 runs ahead, especially since it's being so late in the ball game. I feel like, you know, Blair could easily lock this down, get out of here within 1 pitch.
And the double play, a possibility here at this point. An 0-2 count to Sokoli. Sokoli singled his last time up. Blair comes set, delivers. That pitch missing outside, makes it 1 ball and 2 strikes. One, 2 pitch coming from Blair. Looks in. A drive right over the head of Rodriguez. LaRue going first to third on the RBI single from John Sokoli. So that will put runners on the corners again with 1 away. Brings in Brady Evans. Evans 0 for 4 in this ball game. Takes the first pitch up high for ball 1. The Larks leading this one 10-3. 10 runs on 14 hits, 2 errors. That pitch fouled off by Evans. The Larks have stranded 9. The A's with 3 runs on 4 hits, 2 errors. More importantly, the A's have stranded 9 so far in this ball game. And those 9, a critical juncture for your Dodge City A's, is you even scratch half of those across, and this is a much closer ball game right now.
Yeah, even if they all come in, too, we're up by 1. So that's a big...
1-1 count, gets away from Gallion as he slips. That one's going to be a pass ball as he had a glove on it.
Be a big change of momentum if it was the other way around, in my opinion. You know, 9 runs, 9 plus 3, 12. I don't know why I said 1. My math is a little slow today.
Well, I mean, there is baseball math where 4 plus 6 plus 3 equals 2.
Yes, exactly.
I mean, there is baseball math out here.
That wasn't the math I was doing. No, I don't know why I said by 1. We would be up by 2 now. You know, momentum would still be probably on our side.
The 3-1 pitch gets Evans to swing. That will even the count, or sorry, not even the count. Runs the count full. The countdown on the scoreboard: 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away, and a payoff pitch coming from Caden Blair as he comes set on the rubber. Kicks, fires, the payoff pitch driven up the elevator chute, coming down in foul territory, and Carter Olson just overrunning that one in foul territory next to the first base bullpen. And we will do the payoff over again as that one dropped foul. And a ball rolling onto the infield, as I don't know if a ball came in from, looks like from the children playing outside the third base fence. And it is Bryson Adair down getting warm-up tosses in the bullpen for the Dodge City A's. That pitch called strike. Evans not happy, as he was halfway down the line and turns around and just stares down home plate umpire.
Well, as a catcher himself, not to show up the umpire there. So, he's been behind the plate all day. Maybe he saw that pitch, been called a ball once or twice.
Well, no, he was behind the plate yesterday.
Oh, that's right. He's
Ebbing behind the plate today.
That's
the first
right.
pitch to Ebbing. Ebbing 3 for 3 in the ball game. Misses for ball number 1. Runners on second and third. 2 runs have already scored here in the top of the 8th. And that pitch missing makes it 2-0 for the catcher Ebbing. Ebbing 3 singles and a walk. That pitch popped high and over the lights, will go foul. 2-1. A fly ball that will get down. 2 runs will score. Ebbing digging for second. He is in easily with an 2 RBI double. Tyler Schott will go out to be the courtesy runner. And head coach Esteban Cardoza out to have a conversation with Caden Blair. And we will see what happens here, as the night for Blair will be done. And it will be we'll tell you about the changes being made by the Dodge City A's when we return. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. So the first batter that the new pitcher Jordan Black faces, a fly ball out into right field, drops in for a hit, scores another run. And the Larks leading this one 13-3 with 2 away. One count to Luis Garcia, takes that one outside for ball number 2. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. The Larks lead this one 13-3. That pitch fouled off. Will even the count at 2 apiece to Luis Garcia. Garcia 1 for 3 in this ball game. Hit into a fielder's choice his last time up. The new defensive alignment for your Dodge City A's, the outfield remains the same. The infield, the only change there is Black throws that one well wide of home plate. Makes it a full count to Garcia. Around the infield from third to first, Dawson Stutz, Juan Rivera, Jordan Rodriguez, and Carter Olson. And Gallion remaining behind the plate, the battery mate to Jordan Black. The payoff pitch, grounded up the first base side. Carter Olson and Luis Garcia in a foot race, and Olson winning that one as Garcia grounds out. And we will head to the bottom of the 8th. The A's have to score 1 if they want to send this one into the 9th. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball. Brian Gardner leading off the bottom of the 8th, a 13-3 ball game. That pitch missing, evens a count at 1 apiece to Gardner. Gardner 0 for 3 in this ball game. Strikeout and 2 flyouts. Swung on and missed. Gardner down in the count, 1-2. The 1-2 delivery down low, called strike, will get Gardner looking, and one away for the Dodge City A's. That will bring in Rodriguez. Takes the first pitch he sees for ball number 1. Rodriguez 0 for 3. Takes that pitch and fouls it off. Evens a count at 1 apiece. One and two, the count. To Rodriguez. Loda's working from the third base side of the rubber. That pitch in, missing. Evens a count at 2 apiece. Two delivery. Rodriguez checks his swing and say he goes around, does the field umpire, which I don't know how he can see from out there, but that's just me.
That's just radar, Justin. That's just radar. We saw it about a month ago with what happened to Esty.
First pitch in to Dawson Stutz, a strike on the outer edge. 0-1 the count. Lotus fires, that one missing out, makes it 1-1. The A's, down to their final out, have to score 1 if they want to send this one to the 9th or face the run rule for the second night in a row. The pitch goes outside. They say no, he does not go around. That will move the count to 2-1.
That felt a little closer than the last strike call that he got checked with. But
well, like you said, it is radar.
It is radar.
2-1 delivery, missing outside low, makes it 3-1 to Dawson Stutz. Stutz came in the last half inning to take over the third base position vacated by Jordan Black, who moved to the pitching mound. That pitch fouled off into the glove of Ebbing, a full count. The payoff pitch misses, and a runner aboard for the Dodge City A's. That will turn the lineup over to Juan Rivera. Rivera 1 for 4 on the evening. His lone hit, a single, otherwise a strikeout, a flyout, and an error. The first pitch he will see from Lotus. Inside, and attempts to check his swing, but goes around, says home plate umpire. Down in the count, 0-1 is Rivera. 0-1 delivery from Lotus, chopped up the infield, fielded by the second baseman, throw to first in time. That will end the inning as the A's fall in consecutive nights, and the Hayes Larks sweep the series. The A's fall in the series 0-4. So the A's fall here tonight. Another run rule for the Hayes Larks. The A's fell last night in Hayes America. That game, an 11-1 victory for the Larks, coming in 7 innings. Tonight it is a 13-3 victory for the Larks, coming in 8 innings. I am Justin Hergert, have been alongside Caden Norman saying farewell and good night from Cavalier Field. The A's will be back in action on Saturday evening as they welcome in the Liberal BJs, another Rocky Mountain League contest. That game set for a 7 p.m. pitch. The A's will fall to 6-9 overall in Rocky Mountain League play, 12-15 overall on the season. And the Liberal BJs currently 11-2 in Rocky Mountain League play. That is a wrap for tonight. Farewell and good night. You've been listening to Dodge City A's Baseball.